Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the second video on strings. So in this video, we'll cover two methods of the string class, that is substring method and compareTo method. So let's first understand these two methods. This is substring method. Here, just see the spellings, substring. It is small letters. There's no capitalization here. Okay, all the S are in small letters only. So this is a substring function. Now the substring function or the substring method of the string class has two versions. Now there is one version of substring method in which there is only one int argument that is passed, and in the second version of the substring method, two int arguments are passed. Now this here I've written in the first here int beginning index, and in the second version we have to mention the beginning index as well as the ending index. So let's understand these two functions. So here we have explained through this example here. So let's see, we have the string welcome dot substring. So that means this string is on which the substring function will work. Now as the name suggests, substring means to extract a string out of a string, to extract a part of a string. So that is a substring. Okay. So here from the welcome string, we have said welcome dot substring 3. So that means we are using the first version of the substring method. So when you say welcome dot substring 3, so here we have given the beginning index. Okay, beginning index means the starting index. So 3 is the third index. Now as you know, the index is always started from 0. So at the 0th position we have W, at 1 we have E, at 2 we have L, and at the third index we have C. So we are saying from the third index. Now when there is beginning index and there is no ending index, in that case you just start from the position which is mentioned here and it will extract the rest of the string from that position onwards. So since the third position or the third index, we have the character C at the third index, so what it will do is, starting from the third position, it will extract all the characters of the string till the end. So that is why the output that we should get is this, come. Now if you take the second version of the substring method, in this let's understand, here we have greater dot substring 2, 5. Now this is the beginning index. That means starting from the second position, we will extract the characters till 5 minus 1. That means fifth position is not inclusive here. The ending index is not inclusive. So it will extract the characters 2, 3 and 4. That means the characters at the position 2nd, 3rd and 4th, but the ending index is not inclusive. Okay, this you have to remember, that when we mention the beginning index and the ending index, in that case the beginning index is included but the ending index is not included. So here let's understand what will be the output. So starting from 2 position, what is the second position? So if you see, we have G. At G we have, G is at 0 position, 1 and 2. So at 2 position or at 2 index we have the letter E. So starting from the second position we have to go till 4th position, because 5th position will not be included. So 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So E, A, T. So that this should be the output of this substring method. Okay. So this is how the substring method works. Now the second method which we are going to cover in this video is compareTo method. Now the compareTo method will compare the Unicode of two strings. Okay, and it compares the Unicode of the two strings and the output is a integer value. It's a number. Okay, right. So let's understand compareTo method. Now so let's suppose we have all dot compareTo wall. So what it will do is, first it will compare the Unicode of the character at the first position of this first string and the Unicode of the character at the first position of this second string. Okay, so what is the Unicode of small a? The Unicode of small a, see, the Unicode of small a is equal to 97. Okay, so similarly, this is capital A, so let's make it small. So Unicode of small a is equal to 97. So similarly, Unicode of small b is 98, Unicode of small c is equal to 99 and so on. It will continue like this. Similarly, Unicode of capital A would be equal to 65, capital B would be equal to 66, capital C would be equal to 67 and so on. So if you see, the difference between two corresponding capital and small letters is 32. 65 plus 32 gives you 97. So whenever we have to convert from capital to small, you subtract 32, and whenever you have to convert from capital to small, whenever you have to convert from capital to small, you add 32, and whenever you have to convert from small to capital, you subtract 32. Okay, so this you need to remember. You just need to remember the Unicode of small letter, small a, and capital A. That's all. Okay, so if you see, the Unicode of small a is 97 and the Unicode of small b is 98. So that is why it will do 97 minus 98. So that means 97 minus 98, so which is equal to minus 1. Okay, now here if you see, we have all and ale. So what happens in case the first character is same in both the strings? Then it will compare the Unicode of the character at the second position of both the strings. So what is the Unicode of L? The Unicode of L is 108 and the Unicode of A is 105. So that's 108 minus 105. 108 minus 105. You can calculate the Unicode of these, so you will see. So that is why we get the output as 3 here. Now, in the third case, where we have all and ally. Okay, so when you have all, that means the first 3 characters of this string are similar to this string. So now this does not have a fourth character. So in that case, what the compareTo method will do is it will compare the lengths of the two strings. So what is the length of all? 3. What is the length of ally? 4. So it will do 3 minus 4 and we get the output as minus 1. So this is how compareTo function works. Now let's try these in BlueJ and let's see the output. So let's create a new class and let's call it test and say okay, and let's open BlueJ and editor, and let's delete the comments, delete this code, and change the return type of the method to void, and let's call it cal, and let's remove the argument here. Okay, and now we have to remove this code. Now the first method which we're going to try is substring method. Okay, so for that, since I took that example, so let's take that example only. So we can directly do so. System dot out dot println, and here we write welcome dot substring, and here we mention the starting position. Okay, so let's see the output of this. Save it, Ctrl+S, and compile it. So no syntax errors. So welcome.substring 3. So what should be the output of this? So as I explained you earlier, 0, 1, 2, 3. So the character at the third position is C. So from this position onwards, it will extract all the characters. Okay, so we should get come. Output should be come. So let's run it. Right click and void cal. So you see the output is come. Okay, now let's take one more example here, and here, okay, let me copy this, and now Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Now here the second version of the substring method. Okay, so let's write another string here. Let's say greater.substring, and here we mention 2 comma starting index is 2 and ending index is 5. So 2 comma 5. So starting from second position, it will give the characters second, third, and fourth characters at till fourth position. Okay, so let's compile it. So we should get E. So character at the second position is E. 0, 1, 2. E, A, T. So it should give you 2, 3, 4. These 3 characters. Okay, E, A, T. So let's minimize it and let's run it again. New test. Okay, and void cal. So you see we get 8 here. Okay, so this is the output of substring function. Okay, let us take one more example here. Let's say we can use the substring like this also, that we can store it in a string object. String s is equal to, let's say, okay, and then we can use it like this. We can take another string, s1 is equal to, and we can say s dot substring, and here we mention the position. Okay, right? So what will happen is in s we have stored unhappy, so s dot substring 2. So what is s unhappy? So from the string starting at second position, what is the second position? 0, 1, 2. So at second position we have h, so it will extract all the characters starting from this second position, that means h a double p y. So what is the value stored in s1? Happy. So now when we print this s1, we should get happy. Okay, let's print S1 and let's see what is the output. Compile it and we should be getting this output. See, okay, and you see this code here. Okay, so you can compare these. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, let's try one more example. So let's take let's say we have another string. So you can use it directly like this with the string directly in double quotes, or you can store the string in a string object and then use the substring. Okay, so let's say string S3 is equal to smiles. Okay, and now we can do system.out.println, and now we can say S3 dot substring, and we can say 1,5. Okay, so now if you save it, so what should we get? 1,5. So starting from first position, it will give us characters till fourth position. Fifth position is not included. Okay, so what is the character at the first position? 0, 1. So we have M at the first position, so M-I-L-E, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should get mile. Okay, so let's compile it and let's run it again. Right click, you get the subject, right click again, void cal. So you see we get mile. So this is how the substring function is working. Okay, now we will go to compareTo method and we'll see how this works. Okay, so we can remove this code, we don't need it. Okay, so let's try compareTo method. Now for compareTo again, let's have a string, let's say all dot compare. Now in the compareTo method, remember T is capital. Okay, compareTo, let's say we want to compare it with ball. Now as I told you earlier, it will compare the Unicode of the character at the first position of the string with the Unicode of the character at the first position of the second string. So what is the Unicode of A? That is 97. What is the Unicode of B? That is 98. So 97 minus 98 gives you minus 1. So that should be the output. So compile it and let's run it and let's see. So this is the output, minus 1. So you see this, all dot compare to ball. Okay, so let's try one more example, and here let's write all dot compare to, and let's compare it with A. So that means what is the output in case the character at the first position is same in both the strings? So we have A here, we have A here. In that case, it will compare the character at the second position of both the strings. So it will compare the Unicode or the ASCII code of L with the Unicode of A. So what is the Unicode of L? You know that the Unicode of small a is 97. So you can easily calculate the Unicode of L, which should come out to be 108, and the Unicode of I is 105. So 108 minus 105 should give you 3. Okay, so let's compile it and let's run it again. Right click this and right click. So you see we get 3. Okay, so we can just clear it. Okay, so the output is 3. Now let's try one more example here. So the third example which I'm going to take, we have all dot compare to ally. Okay, now here if you see that the first string, all the characters of the first string are equal to the second string, and then we don't have a fourth character here. So that means the first 3 characters match with the first 3 characters of the second string. And that, if this is the case, what happens is it compares the length. That means it will find the length of all, which is 3, and the length of ally, which is 4. So 3 minus 4 should give you minus 1. Okay, so spellings are compare are wrong here. Okay, now let's save. So we should get minus 1. So it should, in case all the characters of one string are same with and then we have a longer string here, so it compares the length. Okay, so 3 minus 4, that should give us minus 1. Compile it, right click, new test. Okay, and so we should get minus 1. Okay, so this is how the compareTo method works. So in this video we have learned two methods, one is substring and one is compareTo. I hope this video was helpful, and please leave your comments in case you want me to take up any other method or any particular query, and please subscribe to the channel estudy.in, and thanks for watching. Bye.